Hello everybody, Stuart from Riku here, back with another video. I've been playing around with the new Davinci 003 model and it's incredibly good at long form content and you really don't need to give it that much information to work with. So if you sign into your Riku.ai account, you'll see in the community prompts we now have this blog writer 600 to 800 words by me, and this is available for you to use today. It's super easy. Let's have a look at how it was built, because nothing really significantly hard went into building it. It's simply clicking the edit button to check out what it looks like in the playground. We have an instruction at the top where we are saying write an extensive and detailed full blog post of about 1,200 words on the following topic in an entertaining and informative manner, focusing on the specified target market. And then we have one input, which is the title, and we have one input, which is the target. And all we've done is we've wrote one blog post where we are putting all of this information in, and we could modify this so we are using an example from our own work. So the way to get the best out of this, if you want it to sort of copy the style of your individual writing, would be to come in to Riku on the dashboard, come in, see this one here, click edit. You'd come in here, you'd keep this instruction at the top, or you might tweak it slightly to your own needs. You change the title to your own blog post, you change the target to your own target audience, and then you would paste in your own blog post here to get it to work to the style that you want in the future. For now, I've just used a quick, dirty way to actually get this blog post, and we have something here, and if I just copy all of the text in it, you're going to see that we have words of 1,200 words. So what we have done is we've saved this, we've modified the settings on the side here, temperature 0.8 because we don't want it to go too creative, but we want it to work. We have the top piece setting, which we're not editing because we have edited the temperature. If you do one, don't do the other. That's sort of an unwritten rule. So output tokens, we are looking for about 1,110. The reason why we do this is because if you want multiple outputs, then this is a good number to let you get multiple at once. We could raise this up, we could make it less, but I think having it about this is going to generate about 4,000, 5,000 characters at a time. Remember, a token is equivalent to about 4 characters of text. Frequency penalty and presence penalty, because we've only really got this topic of the protein and the muscle building, it's not so important, so we just put it middle of the road here. And the stop sequence, we've just put our line break and our hash. So we have saved this in our account, and if we come back to the dashboard and we want to use this now, what we can do is we can come in, we can just use these placeholders. So we could say importance of sleep for productivity, and the target market is young entrepreneurs, and we could say, okay, give me 4 outputs. Let's go crazy. Let's get the 4 outputs here. And it's going to take a few seconds to generate, purely because we're asking it to make so much text. It's going to take longer to work. And I think this is a really good basis for you to actually create posts and create blogs and create, stories for your audiences. Of course, you should edit whatever comes out. You'd be, silly not to edit it, because you can just give it that extra sprinkling of magic to get something really great. But you'll see here, we have output 1, we have a second version, we have a third version, and we have a fourth version. I'd say every single one of these except that second one, which just doesn't really have a conclusion on it, is good to go. So we have something like this, and if we just copied all the text in here, we just copy it by hitting that. That would be the easy way to do it. We could see we've got about 600 words. The second version, even though it's incomplete, let's just see, 502 words. The third version looks a little bit longer, 750 words. And the fourth version, 661 words. So we've just got all of that text by hitting a button, and it took us, what, 10 seconds, 20 seconds to do. So, you know, very simple. If you want to build something like this yourself, just take the template that we have from the community showcase, hit the edit button, swap in your own title, swap in your own target, swap in your own blog post, and hit generate. And I think what I'm going to do with this, just to sort of add to this video, I'm going to make a share link for this because I think that would be super cool. So let's just go in and do that now. We could say new public share link, choose the prompt, blog writer, upload the logo. Yeah. For the community showcase, I was trying to get a monkey reading a book or writing a book or something like that. I chose this one here. This one is super fun. Maybe let's use something else for this actual logo. Let's go for this one. Why not? So I'm going to download this one. And this is Super Machine. It's another app that we've created using Riku and all the practices that we have in Riku. So I'm just going to upload this logo here. And I have clicked the upload button and it's uploading. Then we can give it a name. Full blog writer. Demo. The page name, let's call it Blog Writing Genius. And then we could say experimenting with the new Davinci 003 model. We've created this very simple to use one-click blog writer where we have made it very easy for you to swap out the example and data for your own to get something that is going to work very well for your needs. Try it out for yourself. And then we have all of these customizations for the different page color. What I like to do when I create my own share links is I just keep them all standard. I hit create share link and this will then create the page and it's going to send me an email. I will show that email in a second once I have it, and I'll show you why I didn't edit those settings and why I can do that later. You'll see here, remember we have all of your saved share links are available here. And if you want to white label them, like I have done with, for example, art.stuartlansdale.com, you can see here is one that is running on my own domain. So that's pretty fun. And it's very simple to white label them yourself. So let me just pull up that email and I will show you that now. And here you can see the email that I received. So we have your public share link is ready and we have a password for access. So if I want to give this to clients, if I want to give it to friends, if I want to give it to, you know, contractors, anyone I've got working for me on Fiverr or Upwork to create content faster, I just give them the password and I can click the button to go to the share link. So that's what we're going to do now. That's going to load it up in in Arc, which I set as my default browser, but I'm actually using Chrome. So I will just copy that manually, load it up here. There we go. And the reason why I didn't change the color settings is because I can change it on the page. So if I wanted to change this color, what color scheme are we feeling today? Let's go for a red. And you'll see that it automatically updates this on the page. We can then go for a darker red box. That could be quite cool. Yeah. And we can change all of these colors. You know, everything is extremely customizable. If I wanted to change the color to black, it's not going to be good, red on black, but we can do that. I would rather have that white, so we'll just change that back to white. And you have all of this completely ready to use and super simple. So for now, we will just shut this pop-up. And the only reason I am seeing that pop-up is because I am the creator of the share link. If anyone else loads the page, they will not see that because they are not the creator of the share link, and they will not be able to make those edits. So first things first, if I want to use this now, and I type something in here, so let's just type in for importance of sleep for productivity, and I should probably have changed this background color, and this will be, so it's white text on a white background, so that is my bad there. Maybe I will just fix that up because that was not a good example. So we can have box input text color, and we just put this as black, and that should solve that issue. And this one is young entrepreneurs, and we can choose how many outputs we want, and we can say we want 3 outputs, and we're going to hit the execute button, and then oh no, we haven't put the password in. So this is something that we need to fix. So we take the password, we unlock the generator, we put that in there, submit the password, success. We can now use a share link, and we can then hit execute prompt. And this is just like running it within Riku itself, but anyone can run it without a Riku account who you've given the share link to. So you could put, you know, blogwriter.mycompany.com where you have a share link, and you could then share it with anyone who you need to share that with. And that would be a really cool way to let your team, let your staff, let your contractors, let anyone use such a tool. You'll see that we have this loading across the top here, and it's nearly done. And we are going to get 3 examples of this blog post using the latest version of Davinci. That's pretty cool. And they're all going to be between sort of 600 and 800 words in length. So this is super fun. Of course, we get an error when we try and do it. Let's just try and do it one more time. This is the fun of making videos like this. But we try and keep it real. So let's just, of course, we need to unlock it again. This is how you know that we're doing this live. So we've done all of that. We've put 3. We've hit the button. And we're hoping to get this working for us now. And let's just see whether this generates. Cool. And you'll see here, second time lucky, we actually have the outputs. So it works. The one thing that I'd say when you are trying to generate a lot of text like this is just be mindful of the token limits. Because we have so much generating at one time, it can mean that, you know, we are very close to the token limits of Davinci, which is 4,000 tokens. So remember, whenever you're generating, you are adding in the tokens within the prompt itself, and then plus any output tokens that you are after. So say I have 2,000 tokens within the prompt itself, and then I'm expecting 1,000 output tokens on top of that. 2,000 plus 1,000 is 3,000. If I want two outputs, that's going to be 4,000. And then the way that it sort of guesstimates and estimates the prompts, it might be slightly over that. So sometimes when I am doing 2, it might error because of that. And if I try to do 3, then you'd expect it to error because you are asking for 3,000 tokens of output plus the 2,000 in the prompt, which is over the 4,000. So this is just something to sort of bear in mind. And if you do get an error because of something like that, then, you know, you can just run it again, would be the simple way of doing it. So if I wanted to go back to the input fields here, I'd do that. Maybe I'd take it down to 2 just to be safer when running this, and I'd hit execute prompt. And remember as well, the more content you want it to generate in one go, the more likely it is to take a longer time. So if I was just asking for 1 output here, it should be faster than if I was asking for 2. 2 will be faster than 3, and 3 will be faster than 4. But ultimately, we are asking for a lot of text in one time, and the compute power to do so is quite significant. So this is why when you send this to OpenAI to generate, it's going to take a little bit of time to do that. So you'll see here that we have 2 examples that have come out. Second one is slightly longer than the first one, but you can use these for your work, and anyone can use them through your share link if they have the text, that if they have the password to the share link. I will leave a link to this share link down below the video. I will limit the amount of runs to it to probably 50. So if you do find it and it works, then great. If you find it and it doesn't work, that will be because we have put in the protection so it can only run 50 times before it's going to empty out. And this is something that we put in place on share links just for sort of safety reasons, and if people want to up them when they are creating share links for their users or their customers, then they can do that themselves. But that's not great when I am making a video like this. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed learning more about Riku and Davinci and how simple it is to create something like this. It's super easy, super convenient, and look at all of the text that you get out. There is a ton there that you could use, and it's easy to do. So if you are interested in learning all about text AI, image AI, all of the best large language models in a single place online, consider signing up for Riku.ai today. We make building, exploring, experimenting, deploying, and enjoying everything AI really simple for both coders and no coders alike. So that's Riku.ai. And if you've enjoyed this video and made it this far, really thank you so much. If you could leave a like or subscribe to the channel, really helps us out in our growth plans. Thank you.